Hey guys, it's Taskbar, and in this video, we're taking a look at Windows 11 version 22H2. That's quite a delay, but before we begin, I would like to point out that 22H2 is not out public yet. It is currently available in the release preview of the Windows Insider program, so you can just head out and just upgrade to Windows 11 22H2 unless you are in the Windows Insider program just like me. I don't know when it will be released, but it's expected to come in the late 22H2. I mean late 2022. So let's get right into the video. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is basically the start menu. Now, if you click on the start menu, let me quickly minimize this. If you click on the start menu, then right click or open up the start menu settings in the settings menu. Let me quickly go to personalization. Start. We now have three layouts to change. This is the default layout, which looks like this. And if you select more pins, you will get more pins, and less recommended applications, etc. etc. But if you select more recommendations, you can get more recommendations but less pins. But the default one is enough for me, and of course I turned off the show recently added apps and show most used app, and also show recently opened items to start, jump list, and File Explorer, because it might be a bit privacy related stuff. And that is all about the start menu layouts. Now let's move on to the new search engine. The new search layout, which basically looks like this. Now we have our suggested tab, which is all about suggested applications. Then we have the today's biggest news, I think, on Bing. Then if you click on that, it will go to Microsoft Edge and search for that. But we have some related searches, and we have our suggested applications. And we have our topic, which is in the search menu, and also the beautiful icon for that. If you double click on it, it will just disappear, and it will just say that type here to search. Now if I open up a app like Firefox, it will add it to the recent list. But if I remove all of the apps from the recent list, it will just revert it back to the suggested tab. You can also disable the search highlights by clicking on the three dots above the search highlights, then scrolling down to the bottom once these settings open up, and turning off and toggling off the search highlight. And if we do that, the search highlight has been gone, but I will stick with search highlights turn on, which I like more better than the turn off search. And I saved the best feature for the start menu for the last. We can now create folders in the start menu, which is amazing. Of course, I can drag an app on top of another app to create a new folder. It would default name as folder, but if we click on that and select edit, we can name anything we like. We have folders. This feature was removed in the initial release of Windows 11, and I miss the feature a lot. It makes my apps organized with folders, etc., and make me get more pins on the start menu. And if you want to remove it, you can just drag an app, and if there's only one application left, it will just delete the folder and make sure the apps in the old order state. Now let's move on to the taskbar things. And the 20-year-old legendary drag and drop to taskbar is finally back. I don't want to demonstrate this because it's very simple to do, but a new feature that was introduced by the drag and drop to feature is now you can finally pin applications directly from the start menu, but not from the pin section. From the all app section, drag it, and you can link it or pin it right here. Now, of course, I also saved the best feature for the last for the taskbar category is the new focus. Now at the notification center. Now we have a new design layout for the notification center. Right here we have our 30 minutes focus, etc., and we can turn off do not disturb by clicking on this icon right here, which I turned this off just for this video. We'll go to the settings app later in the video, of course. Now let's move on to legacy stuff renamed or changed by Windows 11 version 22H2. You might remember with the old Windows media player, which looks like this. But now, in the Windows 11 22H2 build, it has been renamed to Windows Media Player Legacy. Also, you might remember the old context menu, which is still accessible in Windows 11 by right-click, show more options, or Shift F10. But now, you can do the same by using a shortcut, which is Shift and right-click. Very simple, very visible, and also very effective. And there is a new theming for show more options. The old context menu, instead of showing your accent color, showing the yuckiest blue ever seen, you got a new transparent style or a low opacity white style, which I love more than the blue pop-up thingy that I hated. Now, Windows Terminal, this is not legacy, but Windows Terminal has been renamed just to Terminal. And if you uninstall Windows Terminal, and also press Windows backspace or right click on the start menu, it will now point out PowerShell as the default terminal instead of just showing a Windows terminal. Even Windows terminal is uninstalled on your PC. Now let's move on to apps. One of the most exciting new apps is the Task Manager. It has been updated and it now supports dark mode, which I've been looking for around. Finally support dark mode. Now your tabs or your sections right here is on the left: processor, performance, app history, etc. We have our app list, which is very simple, and we also have efficiency mode, which it automatically activates with my screen recording and video editing software, which is Camtasia 2022. But we have a new icon for run a new task, and task we also have efficiency mode, the new design which matches the Windows 11 modern UI design a lot, and dark mode supported. This is the app that I wanted. Thank you Microsoft for creating this app, and yeah, I love this a lot. Now let's move on to print queue. Now you can just open up print queue directly in the start menu. You need to open up an app like Notepad. Then I will just type in something. Is a Python script, by the way. Let me just say hello. Hello world. Then if I select file, we got the new print queue application redesigned to the Windows 11 style theming. I think the old one is believed like from Windows Vista if I have not mistaken, but the old design sucks and it doesn't fit with the Windows 11 Windows 11 theme. This is the proper print queue app that should be Microsoft. That should be. Thank you Microsoft for creating this. I love this a lot, redesigning the new print queue application, which I love a lot. And also, it will automatically detect the printer they've plugged in and also automatically install the drivers if the plugin printer manufacturer is automatically recognized by PrintQ. Great feature. I love you, Microsoft, for adding this. Now, of course, I promised that I will demonstrate some new settings features. Of course, first thing is in the Microsoft account. You got something of a new style, which I don't get, unfortunately, but you got a new style. So just enjoy the style. Some of the insiders do not have their new features enabled or anything like that, so sorry about that, I cannot demonstrate it for you. But let's just keep in mind that this feature existed. It's a release preview, not sure if some of the features will be removed or not removed. Okay, so now now we can finally uninstall updates directly in the Windows Update option, which is amazing because we got a chance to uninstall updates or install on your PC currently or recently using the new modern UI design, which is amazing because in the previous Windows version you need to open up control panel and do that. Also, you can uninstall applications, desktop applications, which are only uninstallable through the control panel. Now you can do it directly in the install app section, which is amazing. I love the modern UI design a lot than the old control panel. Now the lock string app has been updated with the new icons for the I think it's the Wi-Fi, etc. But unfortunately I cannot get this This is the short cost. If I have to log off my account, the Camtasia recording will not continue. So sorry about that. But I will have a screenshot app on the screen once I edit it, and it is from and credit to Bob Hub or Hubbob, I think, which is a great YouTuber. You should follow him. You should subscribe on YouTube to do it. This was a great advice from Bob or Hubbob. So he's a great guy. Subscribe it. Credit for you. So before moving on to one of the legendary features that I want to show you about this build, I want to tell you a bad news for you. Now this build 22H2 finally needs a Microsoft account like the old Windows 11 home build. But unfortunately I didn't know how to bypass that. I mean, sorry about that, sorry for the breathe, sorry about the pause. But I do not really know about how to kind of bypass that, so sorry about that. I can demonstrate in this video. Now for the final feature that I want to talk about, it's all about File Explorer. Yes, we finally got tabs in the File Explorer. Now if you are a OG YouTuber or a OG subscriber, you might know that I created a video about 3 or 4 months ago, I think it's 5, but I'm not sure, all about demonstrating the tabs in File Explorer, I think, which the video is right here, 4 months ago. And at the time that I'm recording that video, it's only for Windows 11 Insider program in the developer preview, but now it's available in 22H2 release preview and beta. So, and it is automatically enabled by default. Woohoo! I love this a lot. So this is what it looks like. Very amazing. And if you want to see a demonstration guide on how to enable this in build 22572, you can check out the video. The first link will be in the description. Just a quick reminder of my old video, and it makes sure that you are a OG subscriber or a OG viewer, or not an OG subscriber or a viewer. Tabs, which I'll not be explaining a lot because I explained a lot in that video. So let me just skip to the next thing, which is OneDrive. If you have OneDrive sign in, you will get a OneDrive option, and if you click on that drop down, you will see your OneDrive settings and also how much your storage has been used. Of course, if you select that, it will take you to the web browser, then take you to the OneDrive page, and you can also see your settings directly from that option. Now let's move on to the last feature that I want to mention. Previously on Previously on Windows 11 21H2, if you have some files in your folder, this is how it will look like. Just a white little bar, and this is how the empty file looks like. But now you can see the preview of it. And the reason why I'm getting the white, even though we have a folder that is enable preview, because it has another folder inside of a folder we have. But this folder has pictures, so it reveals the preview option. This was the feature that I'm talking about, magnified contrast, etc, etc. And that's all it. That's all the feature that I want to mention in this Windows 7 22H2 new feature video. Of course, if the 22H2 officially comes in the main channel of Windows 11, of course I'll make a video about it next time, demonstrating all of the features. I don't care how many hours it will be long. I don't care. I will just make a video about everything related to the new 22H2 official and stable build. So smash like, subscribe, no pressure, 100k goal, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.